Good day everyone. We are from Group 4 and we will present on the Chapter 4 topic about social and group processes in organizations. I am Mary Jane Swante and the three I have here in our group are Miss Ain Berniel Yaban, Miss Gladden Grace Tungala, and Miss Era Talaga. Let us proceed first to intended learning outcomes. At the end of our report, you will be able to first define what are the types of group and teams, nature of decision making, and nature of conflict. Second, you will be able to identify the primary benefits and costs of teams, behavioral aspects of decision making, different forms of organizational communication, and the interpersonal conflict management strategies. Third, you will be able to describe emerging team opportunities and challenges related to virtual teams, diversity, and multicultural teams. Fourth, describe the stages of group and team development, approaches to decision making, communication process, and negotiation process. And lastly, you will be able to develop logical solutions in solving communication and conflict management cases involving. Let's move on to understanding group process. So, what is a group process? It refers to how an organization's members work together to get things done. Typically, organizations spend a great deal of time and energy setting and striving to reach goals, but give little consideration to what is happening between and to the group's greatest resource, which is the members. It is important to understand that while organizations are focused on working hard to achieve results, it is also critical that the needs of their members are addressed, because taking care of their members is like taking care of their greatest asset. Effective organization examines how members collaborate, what roles they play, and do everyone contributes equally. Observation and analysis as part of the group process can really help identify what are the issues are, reducing or eliminating the need for design change as the year goes. As a group member, you have a unique opportunities to observe how things are going on a regular basis. You can play a role in ensuring group and individual success depending on the frequency of meetings and your understanding of what to look for. Patience and the capacity to focus on everyone in the group are required for process observation. You can have a better understanding of how the group affects its members by paying attention to these questions and rules. Here are the 4 elements of an organization that typically influence group process. First, we have the communication. One of the easiest aspects of group process is communication. The kind of observations we make give us clues to other important things that may be going on in the group. For example, who leads whom or who influences whom. If you are uncomfortable observing the group, someone from the Student Activities and Leadership Center can observe your group's process and share that information with you. Second, we have the participation. One indication of involvement is verbal participation. You look for differences in the amount of participation among members. Who are the high participants and who are your low participants? Do you see any shift in participation? For example, highs become quiet, those suddenly become talkative. What are possible reasons for this in the group's interaction? Third, we have the decision making. Many kinds of decisions are made in groups without considering the effects that these decisions will have on the other members. Some people try to impose their own decisions on the group, while others want all members to participate or share in the decision-making process. Does anyone make a decision and carry it out without checking with other group members? For example, one person decides on the topic to be discussed and immediately begins to talk about it. What effect does this have on the other members? Fourth, we have the organizational roles. A variety of crucial roles need to be filled to ensure group goal accomplishment and success. Roles are distributed among three types. First, we have the task. Focus on getting things done. They are the information seeker, elaborator, orientator, energizer, recorder. Second, we have the maintenance. They are oriented toward improving relationship among members. For example, they are the encourager and the compromiser. Lastly, we have self-oriented. They are focused on personal needs regardless of group concerns. They are the aggressor, the recognition seeker, the dominator, and the blocker. When observing these specific areas, of course, you will likely see several things happening simultaneously. This is to be expected, but it can also be rather confusing. Initially, you may want to isolate a single aspect of the group. So, what is a team? The team is generally a set of individuals working together to achieve a common goal, a common objective, or a common mission. Of course, good teamwork forms the backbone of a successful business. No matter whether you are working from home or on site or in the office, chances are that you are still part of a team. And these are the most common types of teams found in an organization. And these will be reported by my fellow groupmates. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Ain Bernal Yaban, your second presenter for today. As what Ms. Wante mentioned earlier, we can operationally differentiate teams on the basis of the way they function in the organization. And we have 7 of them. So now let me present to you the first one out of 7, which is the project team. A project team represents a group of individuals with shared goals and strategies. Work in a project team is structured very specifically with set of deadlines, roles, and responsibilities. The members of a project team are usually assembled to work on a specific project or objective. The members can be from the same department or different departments, depending upon the requirements of the project. Project teams are usually brought together for a specific time and are eventually disbanded once a project is complete. The team members are under the supervision of a project manager. The efficient working of a project team requires seamless collaboration and communication among the team members. Project teams are further subdivided into 4 categories, which are the functional team, cross-functional team, matrix team, and the contract team. So first off is the functional team. Functional teams comprise a group of individuals with specialized skills and education. All the members of the functional team works towards the achievement of a common goal linked with the goal of the organization. This team is usually permanent and is managed by the manager who leads projects. And all the team members must report to the project manager. They are the group of people with common functional expertise, working towards shared objectives. Functional teams are traditional corporate teams, often coincide with the whole department or with a part of it. Functional teams are composed of organizational members from several vertical levels of the organizational hierarchy who perform specific organizational functions. Now you can see here an illustrative example of a functional team. So they can be from finance, operations, or engineering. Next is the cross-functional team. So as the name suggests, cross-functional teams are teams whose members are picked from various departments for projects that require a diverse skill set. The team is united to work together on a specific task and is often split following the completion of the project. Cross-functional teams are groups consisting of people from different functional areas of the company. For example, they can be from marketing, from sales, from accounting, among others. Cross-functional team is simply a team made up of individuals from different functions or departments within an organization. Teams like this are useful when you need to bring people with different expertise together to solve a problem, or when you want to explore a potential solution. Now we have here another illustrative example for the cross-functional team. So as you can see, cross-functional team is comprised or composed of experts from different departments, and they formed a set of team. Now to further fortify our understanding about the comparison between functional and cross-functional team, here is an illustrative example to differentiate them. Okay, next is the matrix team. Matrix team function according to the matrix management approach, where team members report to more than one or multiple leaders or bosses. A structure in which there is more than one line of reporting manager. In a matrix team structure, individuals work across teams and projects as well as within their own department or function. For example, a project or task team develop or establish a new product that might include engineers and design specialists, as well as those with marketing, financial, personnel, and production skills. Matrix team are found mainly when there are big projects or project development processes that the company wanted to achieve. And we are now up for the last category of project team, which is the contract team. Contract teams are gathered by outsourcing resources. The company signs a contract with the team for a specific task. Once the project is complete, the organization can dissolve them. Contract teams often work remotely, which makes it tricky for the project manager to lead the team. They have to communicate with all the team members and keep an eye on their performance to make it sure that the team is on track. In other words, it is a collaboration of outside parties, agencies, or supplier. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Gladden Grace Tungala, the third presenter from Group 4. Today, I am going to talk about 3 out of 7 types of teams that can be found in an organization. Since we are already done with project teams, I am now going to talk about operational teams, virtual teams, and self managed teams. The first type of teams that I will discuss is the operational teams. In an organization, the operational teams is responsible for the smooth working of other teams. The members of this team support other teams in carrying out their responsibilities with efficiency. They make sure that there are no hitches in the progress of a project and things are completed on time. In addition, the members of an operational team have specified roles and responsibilities, so they can have their own projects as well. The operational team manages and optimizes working in an organization to ensure profitability. It supports other teams to help them achieve their goals successfully. The second type of teams is virtual teams. Virtual teams do not interact in real life and rely on different tools to collaborate on their work. These teams often consist of members from different geographical regions. Virtual teams are the future of the business world. People are on the lookout for work from home opportunities owing to the work life balance it offers. As a result of remote work, virtual teams are formed. These teams bring together creative individuals from different parts of the world, resulting in better ideas and more creativity. In addition, remote work also enhances productivity rates. A survey suggests that 77% of individuals feel more productive when working from home. To stay connected, virtual teams rely on the use of management tools. These tools are armed with features that not only help teams communicate in real time, but also lets them plan, create, and track their workflows. And the last type of teams that I will discuss is self-managed teams. These type of teams have no managers or leaders. The team members themselves are responsible for the decision and working. They identify and define roles and responsibilities on their own, work together to resolve issues, and set expectations. Self managed teams have more autonomy and, as such, are more flexible. Moreover, since they define their own rules, they can manage time and tasks according to their preferences. The team members of self managed teams are the most empowered. Each individual brings their skill set to the table and adds to the overall efficiency of the team. Also, it has been reported that self managed teams can be 15 to 20% more productive than other types of teams. The team members of a self managed team have more room for improvement and continuously upgrade their skills. That is it for my report about operational teams, virtual teams, and self managed teams. Thank you, everyone.
Good day everyone, I'm Era Agon talaga, the last presenter of Group 4, titled Group Process and Social Group Organization. And my topic is all about the problem solving, informal teams, and the leadership teams. Problem solving teams are assembled temporarily. They are usually brought together in case of a crisis or unplanned event. Such a team aims to resolve the issue at hand and bring the company out of the crisis. How problem-solving leaders involve team members. Practice open communication and seek input from the team members. One of the biggest challenges of solving a problem is getting the root of it. Remember, you want to encourage your team to share openly in the future, so don't punish this behavior. It's important for our problem-solving leaders to be able to hear bad news. Break down silos. This is tied to open communication because silos are typically built as a result of three things: an organizational culture, organizational design, and strong individual leaders or weak individual leaders. Big picture thinking. When leaders keep reminding their team members of the big picture, problem solving becomes clearer. Even better when we have a number of possible solutions, none of them obviously the right one, and most of them not terrible idea. We go with the one that is most aligned with getting us to the bigger goals and most aligned with our bigger values and our organization. Avoid blaming and accusing. It may seem obvious to say this, but so many of us can easily fall back in the habit of showing our frustration the worst. You might fall into being an executive bully. Stay positive. Good leaders show positively even when the team is struggling. That doesn't mean blind, nor does it mean lying to everyone. Follow through. Figuring out a solution isn't the end. You have to see the solution implemented and then monitor to make sure it's working the way you thought it would. Informal teams are teams that crop up on their own among employees. Unlike formal teams, the former is formed by the employees and it's not supervised by the management. How is informal group formed? Informal groups are formed because they satisfy human needs: needs of companionship, for identification, for a sense of belonging. Informal work groups arise when relationships develop between employees, relationship above and beyond those required by the company to get the job done. Leadership teams consist of leadership from different departments who work together to devise new strategies for better working. The members of the leadership team are skilled and experienced individuals, each individual bringing his expertise to the table, and all together, they carve out the plan for the betterment of the company. What type of team should you opt for? The goal of the team. The goals are the objective or milestone that a team commits to working toward together. Team goals often measure points in a process or develop skills across an organization. The skill set required for the completion of this goal. A skill set is a combination of abilities, qualities, and experiences you can apply to perform tasks well. This can include soft skills such as interpersonal skills, organization, and leadership, as well as technical skills such as research, computer programming, accounting, writing, and more. Self-management of leadership is your ability to regulate your behaviors, thoughts, and emotions in a productive way. This means excelling in both personal, professional responsibilities for the benefit of yourself and your team. Temporary team or permanent. Unlike permanent teams, temporary teams lose their importance. Once the, once the task is accomplished, such teams are usually formed for a shorter duration, either to assist the permanent team or work when the members of the permanent team are busy in some other project. Once you have identified the above mentioned things, you can successfully choose the one that suits you best. Also, you can customize your own team according to the requirements of the work and devise a system of your work for them.